sky brightened, the sun rose. Birds began to chirp, and it was 8 in the morning. The weather was beautiful. The cool, gentle breeze of the lovely morning slowly woke up a little ant. The little ant got up. As soon as it did, it picked up a plow on its shoulder and started walking with long strides toward the field. It hadn't gone very far when it saw 2 chicks fighting in the middle of the road. The little ant stopped and said, "Why are you 2 fighting, brothers?" The chicks immediately stopped fighting. One of them said, "The thing is, Ant brother, we don't have any work to do. Sitting idle made our bodies ache, so we thought we'd fight a little to pass the time, and also settle who among us is older." "But where are you going, Ant brother?" the other chick asked. "I'm going to the field. I'll play a lot there, and also get some work done while I'm at it," said the little ant, and started walking again. The chicks said, "Ant brother, we'll come with you too." "All right then, come along." "It'll be fun," replied the ant. So the ant led the way with the plow on its shoulder, and the 2 chicks followed behind. After going a little further, a voice called out, "Where are you going, Ant brother?" The ant turned around and saw a little duckling. "Duck sister, I'm going to the field." "Look, I've got a plow on my shoulder. You can come too if you want." "Wait a bit, I'll just grab my hoe," said the duck and rushed into the house. In a blink, she came back out with a hoe on her shoulder. As they walked, the chick started singing. The duck joined in rhythm. The ant danced to the beat. Just then, a mouse ran up laughing and said, "Hello, brothers and sisters. You all look so happy this morning." "Yes, Mouse sister, we're going to the field." "We felt like singing and dancing," the ant said. "I want to come too," said the mouse. "Why not? Why not?" "We'll be happy to have you along," said the duck. So they all danced and sang as they walked. Suddenly they heard a meow from the side. The mouse moved closer to the ant in fear. The chicks started trembling, and the duck began to cry. The ant said, "Don't be afraid. The cat can't do anything to you. Stand tall." The mouse, duck, and chicks stood to the side. The ant went ahead and said, "Hello, Auntie Cat. We're going to the field to work. Why don't you come too?" The cat said, "Why should I go to work? I have everything I need. Milk, cream, curd, butter." "And what about the mouse, chicks, and duck, Auntie?" the ant teased her. The cat blushed and said, "You always make fun of me. Because of your teasing, I even stopped eating meat. But still, you won't leave me alone. Now you don't even want me to have milk and curd?" "My dear Auntie, all right, give us your blessings." "Goodbye," said the ant. The others walked ahead, with the ant turning around to glance at Auntie Cat, who went back home drooling. The mouse, duck, and chicks all reached the field. The ant set up the plow. The chicks took the place of oxen and started pulling. The duck picked up the hoe and began breaking the edges of the field. The mouse used a stick to break up the clods. In no time, the field was ready. Meanwhile, little clouds started playing in the eastern sky. The east wind began to blow and played tag with the clouds. The sky filled with clouds. Lightning flashed, and raindrops began to fall. The ant, duck, mouse, and chicks took shelter under a nearby tree. It rained heavily for a long time. When the rain slowed, Frog Grandpa appeared holding a mushroom umbrella. He asked, "Dear children, why are you hiding here? Is the field ready?" After hearing everything, Frog Grandpa said, "Great! Then let's plant seeds in the field. I've got seeds ready in my field." Frog Grandpa, "Then what are we waiting for?" said the chicks. "Let's go finish the work." The duck walked ahead, followed by Frog Grandpa, the chicks, and the mouse. Frog Grandpa brought the seeds from his nearby field. The duck tied them up into a bundle. The mouse carried it to the field, and the ant and chicks worked together to plant all the seeds. When the work was done, they all danced joyfully around the field borders. When evening came, they jumped and ran back to their homes. From the next day onward, they all began coming to the field together every day. They would play and work, get tired, and go home. Sometimes Auntie Cat would stop by and say, "Why are you working yourselves to death? You shouldn't strain your body so much. Come home and sleep peacefully like me." The ant would smile and reply, "Auntie, only those who work hard get to enjoy the fruits of it. The cat would frown and walk away, but never again tried to pounce on the mouse or the chicks. In time, the plants grew tall and bore grain. The ears of grain swayed beautifully in the wind. The ant divided the work of guarding the crops. The chicks watched in the morning, the ant during the day, the duck in the evening, and Frog Grandpa and the mouse at night. Days passed. When the crop was ready, they all harvested the field together. They threshed and cleaned the grain on time. A huge pile of grain was bagged and brought to the village, and crowds gathered to see it. Auntie Cat was stunned, biting her fingers in shock. Dogs, rabbits, foxes, deer, and many other animals came asking for some grain. Frog Grandpa said, "I'll throw a feast for the whole village, but only on one condition. Starting tomorrow, everyone must come to work in the field." The whole village agreed. The next day, the village head, Rhino Ram, said, "Brothers, we must congratulate the residents of this village. Ant, duck, frog, mouse, and chicks. They may be small, but they've done something that we bigger animals couldn't. They've opened our eyes. Now we see our path clearly. Let us all pledge that from today, we will work together and make our village prosperous. We will grow so much grain that no one will have to steal or beg. We'll work together and feed the whole village. We must never forget that only through hard work can one achieve success." The main message of the story is that there is strength in unity and organization.